show.
Welcome, What the 50 Plus.
Hello, welcome.
We are yakking here with our Q girl.
Yep, you can't see her yet.
Who, if you saw her live,
Yeah, you saw her.
and you thought I was talking to my other personality, it was Q over here, but we didn't want to introduce her.
Which one?
I think I feel confident I only have 5.
Okay. Well, we've been sitting here talking for the last hour and just realized that we've had some really in-depth, amazing conversations. I mean, like some life-changing conversations and some cool conversations and some stupid conversations, but that's what we do. But
are they really stupid conversations?
No.
Well, okay.
There are like
How about
crazy,
silly, fun conversations. I love you for saying that. Did you hear that? No, there's
no. You know what's
stupid
ironic?
So, but you know what I like to say?
You get over here because they need to see you before I make this comment. So get out of the massage chair, bitch. It's over. Your comfy, loving life situation.
The only Miss Q. Q is in the
AKA what?
AKA
Titty. That's what
that's the next. That's gonna get all
her daughter, which is her name is Costa Rica. Which is my Coco.
Your daughter's name is Costa Rica.
Her name is.
You didn't know that? Coco. We call her Coco.
What we call
so
her
you
Coco.
know, Costa Rica is my escape country in Plan B.
Oh yeah.
Just so you know.
In case we all need to move the fuck out of the country.
I wanted to be Costa Rica Bay, but it's Costa Rica Honesty Bay. But the Bay with the E at the end.
Okay. So this is Q.
Thanks for having me.
So we have, you guys don't even know, we've been acting for like 2 hours and we're like, I'm like, start the podcast. Start these reels, whether we use some or don't. But you know what? You never know what's the content.
What we're going to say, what we're going to do.
You never know what makes it.
So I just want to tell you, I think we did on the podcast, on the live, but just so that, because this one's going to be another podcast. This is Q. I call her Q.
Everyone.
This is one of my sweetest friends. My daughter and her daughter, Nova.
We could touch.
Met in
preschool
at Palm Beach Preschool.
Preschool, yes.
And we met at one of their Mother's Day or something. I don't know. What are the things? The 3 times. The 3 times you can go into the school because schools are all fucked up right now. You can't go in anymore. I get it. But
don't go there.
You know what? I'm not going
on another podcast.
Don't go. Fuck.
About the women that are all parked outside the school that causes me anxiety twice a day.
So anyway, we were fortunate enough to meet, and it was just like done deal. My sister,
she's downplaying it. We've been rocking ever since.
And well, that's what I'm saying. We were fortunate.
Wait, I have a question.
What?
Do we need to do this live and then we make it a podcast, or are we doing it as a podcast?
We're doing it as a podcast.
Okay, just curious.
Okay, Susan,
see, I don't know this.
Drinking cocktails today, so you know she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. But
but I've had so much fun.
But she feels so
I'm
good.
so glad since I brought cocktail hour back into my life.
Here, salute.
Okay.
Susan, you too. All right. Cheers. You got to drink after you cheers.
Well, of course.
So we've met
like literally.
Our kids are
Bam.
This.
Yep.
And yes, they do together. Now they're in
first grade together. I changed schools so that she could go to school.
And then I get a text yesterday that says, hey, do you care if I bring Q? And she's going to be part of our audience for our live podcast. And I'm like,
who the fuck
yeah,
is
that's
Q?
Great, but who the fuck's Q? So she sends me some. Well, Danica sucks is why Q. It's not your fault.
She does.
So she sends me some texts and
that's
I'm like,
personal
husband,
thing.
blah, blah, blah. And I thought, that's not helping. And then she says, you met her at Emerald's birthday party. I'm like, okay, narrows down.
And Jessica's
Mary Kay party. So I'm like, okay, again, with her mom.
So who sucks?
But it's still.
You didn't remember.
You gave great clues.
Thank you.
But brain over 50. This is why we do this podcast. Over the 50 went, okay, well, it's down to 5, but not 1. So I love it because she walks in the door and I'm like, oh, it's fucking you.
Down to 5, but not 1. What does that mean? Down to 5, but not 1.
5 people that followed. You met her husband. She's been to Jessica's. Yeah, it still was like 5 women that met that criteria. So I'm still like, I kind of know you're one of these 5. Now, here's what's hysterical. So I'm like, oh, you. Yeah, I remember you.
That was literally her.
Totally remember you.
That was literally her reaction. Was like,
I know
that's
you.
fucking cute.
It was gorgeous. I know I loved your personality. I know I loved your looks, etc. Blah blah blah. But wait, this is what's hysterical. So Danica and I do our live, and we're like hiding her over here, even though I'm like secretly having this life with her. We go to make cocktails. We decide we should do this. All of a sudden, it comes up about you 2 kids, which I totally know her daughter.
She knows my baby.
I know her baby. I've so met her. I love her because I've been to 2 of Emerald's parties since she's been here.
Yes.
And she cracks the shit out of me because she comes up and I can't remember something. I was like, oh, honey, we have to wait, the cake. And she's like, okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
my
want to make
baby.
sure I get a piece of cake. And I'm
That's
like,
literally my
I
baby.
guarantee you're going to get a piece of cake.
And she told me about that thing too. She was like, Mama, then I was like, and she didn't sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So-
that kid is serious.
So then this year, she goes to the party. I'm like, oh, I remember that little girl. She's so stinking cute. I have so much fun with her. She was a little bit cold. And I said, you know what, honey? Do you need a little tire? Thank you, but I'll be okay. And I'm like, will you tell me if you're not? So all of a sudden, when
That's
she
my
says,
baby.
this is your girl that you posted a few weeks ago about them having a little summer party together. And I'm like, oh, that kid. I love that kid. She's so cool. The
That's
light bulb went, what the fuck? You're her mom.
literally, that was literally not her.
was-
response. Yeah,
That was our response.
Her response literally was like, "Cute, stop." That's literally your kid. Like, yeah. That's
So even if I
literally
didn't
your
like
kid.
her, I'd like her because of her kid. Or if I liked her, I would still like her more because of her kid.
But she likes me.
But now I fucking love her.
Sally Field said, "You like me.
You
really,
really like me." Oh, you all know that. I love that. And goddamn it for making fun of her. I thought that was the most awesome
Not
Sally
making
Field.
fun of her.
I love you for saying
Not making
that was
fun
so
of her.
point. You
It
like
was
me, but
brilliant.
you really like me. So I really, really like her. Okay, that was like, I don't know, an hour and a half ago. But now that we have had so much fun,
Yes.
so many laughs. So I'm like, girls, we got to be putting this shit in podcasts.
Okay, so here we are.
Yeah,
And
so here we are.
but we
Okay.
decided in our like 42 topics that we talked about the last hour and a half. We talked about a topic that I think that apparently Fiona is really excited about.
Yeah.
I want to
Fiona's-
be up here with the
Fiona's mine.
girls.
She needs to come up.
I'm
but
part
she
of the
has
girls.
lots of these.
Wait. Side note. That's who Fiona was talking to in the live.
Oh,
She was talking to
Yeah,
me.
when she was going, yep.
Oh,
Susan
yes.
was not crazy, and neither was Fiona. They were really talking to me. I was just over there.
Yeah, she was
Doing
in the
my thing.
massage chair. Yeah.
Okay.
She
So
was
this
totally
is the
going
thing. So
to Q going,
come here, Fiona.
pay attention to me.
I'm going to expose
You're in
Fiona.
the massage chair. I love being held while I'm in
Come
the
here.
massage
Aunt
chair.
Danica's going to expose Fiona because I have a topic that
This
we
is
all
my
talked
mini
about a
little
little
mini
bit.
me.
Ready?
Mhm.
So look at this belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 nipples.
6 nipples.
6 nipples. How many women want 6 nipples?
No,
None.
no.
Right? But
I'm not even sure what the two I have.
oh,
well,
I want the 2 I have. Wait,
well,
that's
there's
a bunch
those
of crap.
small moments.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
the rest, 90% of the
Don't
time,
make me
no.
laugh.
That 10% behind the door, yes.
So
No, for
we
real.
were talking
Right.
about breast titties.
Oh,
Tipsy.
yeah, I forgot
And-
that's what.
As her beautiful daughter so calls her. Her name is not Mama. Her name is not Q. Your name is?
Titty.
Why?
Titty.
Yeah, because she's
Titty.
breastfeeding, which is so beautiful. So beautiful. For any of you moms that were out there breastfeeding, I applaud you. If you weren't, I don't judge you. I think it's unbelievably important.
It is
I think it is so
amazing.
natural.
I'm there.
I was 50 when I had my baby, and bam, breastfed. I breastfed her until like literally just a few days before she turned 3. And I told her one day she'd drink all my milk, and that's what she did. And she said, "Mommy, there's no more milk." And we both just laid there and cried and cried and cried. And then we moved on because that's part of growing and whatever. So
It's hard. To
Had a
Your
kid
titty.
at 50. Name the ages of the children. Name the ages you were when you had your children. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so let me see. My first
Roughly.
baby, I was like 30. I was in my 30s.
Okay.
I was like 31
Missouri.
with the first one was
Okay.
30 and like 33 or no 34 because they're all 4
With
years
Nova,
apart.
my baby's
With
So
best friend.
early
Nova.
30s.
And
Yeah.
now,
And then the last one was my wish baby,
Costa.
and we call her Wish because she's my wish baby at 40. So.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
you could actually bring to the table the 30s and the 40s and the
50s.
50s
And the 40s and the 50s.
and the never
And the
had.
non-babies. I mean, the non-mommy. The
Right.
No, that's
So
biological mommy.
biological.
That is
And-
awesome.
But and again, one thing about our program, we don't criticize you for any choices you've made in your life.
Period.
Nope.
We just have our feelings about what we think
Yep.
we like better versus.
We've
And
done it. We
having
didn't do
never
it.
had children, I always think it's very important to breastfeed. I think that
love
is
that.
a
actually a really
bonding moment,
Yes,
Mhm.
it is.
Health.
health wise.
Oh yeah.
Your body, I mean, just look at the gorillas. And I like to use that as because I'm
No,
following
that's
this new
true.
gorilla site on Facebook that I love.
It's
I'll tell you guys about it.
actually-
But it,
Tell
you know,
us.
that's just, I mean, giraffe, whatever you want to use. But I'm on this I love monkeys, as you know. So that's nature. I mean, they
Oh,
have no
yeah.
books, they have no TVs, they have no outside influence. That's just
Right.
nature
They
telling
love
them
each
what
other.
to
They
do.
breastfeed.
However, I do understand some women physically are not capable
Correct.
to breastfeed. So,
And some people choose not to.
and some,
That's okay too.
and you know what? We're all about what makes you comfortable. But going back to that, it's so I cracked up when I was talking to Q, and we're talking about her kids. She's like, "I'm known as Titty," and I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm not mommy. I'm food source."
Yeah.
And we decided, okay, start the podcast.
Okay. Well, but you know,
Titty.
so
And
go ahead and.
like she literally, like she just barely started calling me mommy, but it's Titty.
And she
I'm
will. You
proud.
walk in the door and she goes, "Hi."
And then she goes, hi. And then she'll come to me and then she'll be like, Titty. And I go, mommy. And she goes, no, Titty.
I love it.
No,
She's a sassy
Titty.
little shit.
So she's super,
just
oh
like
my
your mom. Just like your
God,
mom.
she's sassy.
Is she still going to be like the girl that
Yeah.
we talked about Linda earlier? And I said, "Who's Linda?" I know exactly who Linda
I
is.
know.
That little 3-year-old that
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
"Let me tell you, Linda, I would not be
she
here
already
today at
is.
hair care, blah, blah, blah."
That's Coco.
Let me tell you, Titty. That's what she's gonna be saying.
I'm Titty.
Let me tell you, Titty.
And she does not care, but she will
Nope.
walk around and be like, daddy, this, daddy, that, daddy.
Bitch, you Titty.
I'm Titty. I can't
Hey.
even be mommy.
So let's talk about titties.
Yeah.
Because that is actually what.
Oh, that's how we started.
Oh, yes.
Wait, what do I
So,
call it?
We all have different
Titty on
titties.
tap.
We all have different titties.
We all have that.
So what started was Danica was talking about going al natural. She
Well,
doesn't wear a bra.
What it started was you said something about your dress and you wear
Oh, so
because
today
you wear bras because
this
you
is
don't
not a
like
bra.
your nipples to stick out.
this
It's
is
a
just kind of
bralette.
like a bralette, I guess.
Okay.
There you go.
It's like a bralette.
But the reason I will wear it versus no bra at all is because I don't know what's going on with my boobs. But when they're like this in a bralette or a bra or slash whatever, they're like, okay, we're cool. We're on standby. But as soon as they come out of that bra, bralette, whatever, they're like, we're getting laid. Let's get hard.
Headlights.
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 And this is what. So we're being very candid. So I'm not going to hold back. I have
Headlights.
very large nipples.
Areolas.
But I have areolas.
That's
So I have areolas slash
Stop.
Areolas.
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 The areola is the.
Not to be confused
area
with the bird that I'm
around
saying.
The actual.
Because
nipple.
I'm not sure
Thank
what
you.
word she was saying.
And then
but
the
it's
nipple.
perfect.
So
Areola.
what happens is this will be calm. This might get excited, but usually not if it's in a bra or bralette. But when I take that shit out and it's free, they're all like, let's attract what you're attracted to, which would be the male. So literally it's hysterical. I have this on and I don't have it. If I take this shit off, both of them, nipple
All right.
and
I want to see. Take
Say
it
the
off.
word.
Take it off. We want to
Your
see.
areola.
areola,
It
it's going to
like-
go,
it gets,
Bing.
like, hard.
Headlights.
I want you.
So not just headlights.
Come want me.
Your
Let's
brights
breathe.
go on.
Oh,
Your brights go
full
on.
force,
brights
can't
go
see, pull over because I'm going to blind your ass and you're going to have a wreck. Kind of crap.
Sometimes it's like that though.
So then these two girls say, oh, well, mine are like that all the time. And I'm
Mine,
like,
I am anti-bra. So for those of you that know me,
Super
I'm super anti-bra. I believe that underwires cause
bring back the 70s. Burn the bras. Go for it.
go free. Let those
Amen.
babies flop in the wind. I don't care if they're this
Balls,
big.
men let their balls
this
hang. Why can't
big.
we let our boobies?
That's
But go
right.
ahead.
You
I'm
go
sorry.
commando, man. We want to go braless.
That's
but,
right.
But also, I believe true that the underwires, and I've done some research.
Oh, causes breast cancer.
I was a ruby ribbon consultant or whatever for a long time. And the
I did
only
not
reason
know
I
that.
stopped doing ruby ribbon is because I didn't want people to hide their fat. I wanted them to lose their fat because now I'm a health
We learn
coach.
so much from
Right?
these.
So Ruby Ribbon is an amazing company. I have beautiful people. If you want to
Laura.
Laura and Gypsy.
Morrison.
Laura
The
Morrison and
Gypsy.
Gypsy, my two girls. So if you want to learn about a beautiful, beautiful shaper that will help you, no underwires, lift you, hold you in,
Stop.
and I'll tell you all about it.
No underwires.
No underwires.
No underwires.
No underwires.
So that's what
I'm
this
hooking
is.
you up. I'm hooking
Okay.
you up.
That's what this
So,
is, girl.
Yes.
This
So,
came from
I
anthropology,
believe
but
full-heartedly in Ruby
Yeah.
Ribbon, and I was a Ruby Ribbon girl
hate
for a
that.
long time. But I've
I
turned into
cannot
a
do
health coach,
underwires.
which was teaching people, like I said, to lose weight. And so I didn't want my people to hide it. I wanted them to take all of it off and lose it, right? So
Okay.
does that make sense?
Yeah, that
Because
makes
it doesn't.
sense.
It's not that
Yes.
you're hiding it. It's you're securing it and you're slimming it.
well, they're
But
going to
I-
tell
I-
you this little underwire that's like this.
No.
It's going to lift
Oh,
and blah,
no.
blah, blah.
Bullshit. It
Bullshit.
stops the
It's just like-
circulation.
And it sits on if you have a bigger abdomen, right? Sometimes
Or bigger
It
boobies
causes
like you.
indentation.
It
It
causes-
causes pain. It
Yeah.
causes blood clots.
It
It
causes all
causes
kinds of
health
things.
issues.
So
So I'm
Bruising.
sorry, all you multi-million-dollar corporations that have made money with underwires.
nope, done. Yep.
Bullshit.
I'm with you.
You have told us women that little teeny
No.
wire is going to make us better looking,
No.
attract men,
No.
breed, blah, blah,
No,
blah.
no, no.
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 Burn
I
in the
agree.
underwires.
Burn the
Burn the underwires.
Can I tell you how
Go
many
for
times?
just.
Do you want to tell me how many? I can't tell you how many times I've been at my singing gigs, right? Singing gigs, and I've had women take off their bras and throw them on the table, and we've thrown them in the trash. Thrown them in the trash because
Yes.
we're about health. We're about longevity.
Yes.
So get
We
rid of
want to
the
live. We
underwires.
don't want to go have surgeries and have to have all the shit removed.
Right, and also, I'm just gonna say it right
Take care
now.
of the girls.
Okay, can I tell you something? Boobs are fucking sexy. We all have nipples, right? Mind
Look at our
you,
foreign countries where
Okay.
they don't even wear shirts.
they don't wear clothes.
No bras, no clothes, nothing. They
Hey,
hang
so
it.
guess what? Do you know what my nipples do? Do you
know.
know what my nipples do? They
Please,
do this.
US, do that.
They do this all day long, every
That was
day.
the conversation. Hers
I
are
give a
permanent hard
I
on.
could give a
Mine
shit
are
about
only
it.
when they're
Permanent
free.
hard-on.
And
You
what did we
are
discuss with
in-
you? You said the same.
Mines are no, they be permanent hard on, but it like changes when I have on a bra. Like right now, I
Yeah,
have
because
on a
you're
bra,
smashing your
and
womanness.
that's just because
Society
Because
says
of
you should.
what?
I don't know.
Do you
Yeah.
feel? Do you, okay? So this is a good
Oh, it
conversation.
rained.
Do you feel more comfortable in a bra?
No.
Okay, so then why are you wearing one?
Only
Because society
because-
tells you you should.
and that's fact.
That
Okay,
is
so-
true.
So okay, so
Because we're told.
But I usually don't
well,
wear a bra at all.
and I'm going to lighten up a little bit on society.
Oh,
We
yeah.
talked about this a little earlier when we decided to start the podcast. For me,
Mhm.
I have larger breasts by choice,
I do too.
and I don't
Well,
want
not by
to
choice.
be in front of her husband and in any way indicate that I am trying to attract him and take away from my girlfriend. So that's why I
Understood.
wear the bra. Because now I have comfort levels, which Michelle and Bill love it, you know.
with
no
certain
new-
men,
since
once you get
elementary.
comfortable with
Yes.
Matt, it may be different.
And Matt is, I am comfortable with
No,
Matt.
well, my Matt, but her Matt.
No,
My
your
Matt.
Matt is exactly.
you
Your
don't care.
Matt,
You don't have to wear a
and
bra
we're going
around
to
my
touch that
Matt.
right. So
We have
with
lots of
Bill
Matts in our
Lovett,
world.
I know he
Lots
sees
of
me
Matts.
nothing other than his wife's best friend and his sister.
And
not
doesn't
my
care
blood.
about you. Doesn't even look
And
about you.
that's
do.
So that
how
bitch
my
comes
Matt
off
was
as soon as
you.
I get home.
Right.
Now,
In
so
my
this
house,
is
it
why we
could
decided
too.
to do this podcast.
Mhm.
Please tell me
Mhm.
what your husband said as far as friends, bra and braless, when
All
it
the
comes to
things.
Danica, because
I
this
don't
is
wear a
how I
bra.
think you
I
base
do
that
not
on.
wear them. I
I
won't wear
have
them.
not met Matt. Well, no, I guess
Unless
apparently
I
I
have a
have
really
met Matt,
sexy man.
I shouldn't
say
that.
but I didn't
Yeah.
meet. Acquaintance, not a friend yet.
Yes.
So I wouldn't have that comfort level
Yes.
of being braless.
You would be.
But after what
Wrong.
you shared with me earlier, first
Yeah.
of all, Matt, even though I met you for a moment, fucking love you. Because
Fucking love you,
several
baby.
reasons. One,
I love you too, Matt.
you love your woman.
Yes.
He does.
And
As
he
a
loves his Annie Ray.
husband, you give your advice and
Just love, support.
support.
As a woman.
I'll come up with the word in a moment.
Mhm.
But he helps his wife pick her friends.
Facts.
Yes. And that's not control.
No.
It's not about control.
Listen to where it comes
What
from.
what
Yes.
he helps her pick her friends is what one is going to be a friend to you, and what two isn't going to be
Going
a
to be
conflict
bringing you
in
down.
your relationship as a husband and a wife.
Facts.
Or in her life.
And that's how you got to pick your
or
friends.
in her life.
That's how you got to pick
Energy
your friends.
level. Energy
Who's going to
level.
bring to your relationship as a friend versus going to cause conflict, not only in your friendship with us, but your friendship with your husband.
Okay,
And
so what
girls-
does he think?
Go for it.
So, which part do you guys want me to answer?
You
All
go
of the
from
above. You start.
Please, whatever
Because
you shared with
we've
us
actually
earlier.
talked through this whole thing, and you're supposed to be our guest. We're chatty.
Oh, okay.
So,
Susan,
yes,
let you
Do
talk.
it again, harder, longer.
Harder.
Okay,
You talk.
She's
Like our
buzzing
nipples.
herself.
Harder like our nipples.
Ah!
So yeah, he does pick my friends, or like he helps me to decipher, so to speak. Decipher between like who's my friends with positive energy or
You gonna bring you down?
the negative energy, so
Yeah.
to say, okay? And when it comes to like Danica, she's like one of my older friends. He knows I have like a lot of older friends. versus younger friends because like I'm like in the middle. I'm an old soul, so that's just how it is. So when it comes with Danica, he noticed like right off that this lady don't like to wear bra. Okay, like he noticed that. He noticed that like straight off the bat. But when he saw Danica and really met Danica, he was just like, all right, cool. Like your friend, she doesn't want to entice me. She's not wearing a bra to entice me. She's not wearing a bra because
That's her.
this is who she is.
I'm free.
Danica is a wild
What am I?
a wild old white woman. Look, I love my white friends.
You know what? I love that our show is about
White.
she says white,
old
she
white
says
women.
black. I say in between. We're not about all that shit.
No, what did
She said called you a colored.
She says colored.
So I said colored, but then one time my Israel friend said, "Well, what color am I?" And I went.
Right.
So I said, "I don't ever want to be disrespectful."
This is my
No.
gorgeous.
And what did
black-
you
this is
say?
My gorgeous black woman.
That's what she said, and I'm like,
And we
Yeah.
told her.
so that's where it's confusing because social media says
So
Why
okay, so
be
stop listening to fucking social media.
disrespectful.
Exactly.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
just stop. Just stop
Thank
looking
you.
at social media. Guess what? I have, I don't even know, countless black friends.
Yes.
Not
that are
one of
proud black women that are proud that I
one
say you're
of them,
black.
Not one of them want to be called African American.
Thank you.
Not one.
African American and I don't want to be
Negro,
called colored. I don't want to be called.
You're black. You
Negro.
are a
I just wanna
gorgeous
be
black
called
woman.
black
And you're brown, which
Or
I don't
but-
understand, but you're,
or
but still,
brown.
brown.
Black,
My beautiful
brown, or
brown
black.
woman, right?
I'm okay
Okay,
with those.
so I love that her husband didn't
Thank you
think
for helping me with that because
anything.
I'm going to tell you, I lived in Indiana, which is predominantly white. I moved to South Texas, South Padre Island, which is
Predominantly
Hispanic, and white or retirees. And then I come to Florida where, oh my God, it is anything,
Everything.
everything. And I don't ever want to intentionally insult
Okay, she's asking
someone.
me a question.
So Susan, this is why I'm so comfortable with whatever, like black, white, or whatever. Like when I say, "Oh, I got my white friends," that's just me being funny. But
But you do.
my whole family is a melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand me?
And I think
My
that's why
aunt-
you're
my favorite
open-minded.
aunt- My favorite aunt is possibly your color. My cousin Felicia, the one I told you
Mhm.
about, Sal Stowers. The one I told you about, she literally has like curly hair, and she literally is probably your color.
More-
and she's black.
White is black. Yeah, but that's
I
it
have.
doesn't matter.
I have so many.
Hang on, we're going to go into a different podcast
Wait.
with that.
Yeah,
I
I,
don't-
I thought we were talking about nipples.
But now
Yeah.
we're talking about nipples.
No,
So,
but you know what?
like
Please,
Danica.
please do, because I'm going to tell you, as a person that grew up in
Sorry,
Indiana,
guys.
in a
Sorry.
we're going to do
Zero
our
sorries.
next podcast. No,
Zero
there's no
sorries.
sorries. We don't apologize. We only appreciate you
Oh,
understanding
sorries.
that I am confused and I'm not intentionally trying to insult someone.
Right.
I
And you
grew
know
up
what?
in
But
that
okay, but-
area.
Okay.
I went to Mexico. I came here at
Mhm.
OMG. It is the world in West Palm, which I
Okay,
love. And
can
when
I
I say
say
West
something?
Palm, East
Can I-
Coast of Florida.
Okay, can I love you and stop you too? If you're offended, it's your own fucking fault.
Thank you.
And I say that with my heart.
Thank you.
There's nothing
am a
I
kind
will ever
person.
say or do, or her will ever say or
Never.
do that is
Never.
intended to hurt you.
But
So if
next
don't you
podcast,
butt me. Don't you
I'm
butt
going to
me.
butt you.
Don't
But
you
go
butt
ahead.
me.
No, no, I'll butt you.
I love people.
We're going to
Fucking
headbutt
butt
you.
me. What I'm telling you is if you're offended, it's your own fucking fault. So stop. Take a breath. Think about why you're offended. And reach out to us. Because if we say something
That's
that
where I was going.
offends
So
you,
see, I could do a butt.
So,
Go
so
ahead.
if you say something that, or we say something that offends you, if
Just
Susan,
tell me.
if Susan says something that offends you, because I will never say anything to offend you,
I will.
well, we both will.
But
I'm
out of
joking.
ignorance.
I'm joking. Oh God, she didn't even get that.
So,
by the way,
back to nipples.
Send us a message.
Yeah, back to nipples. Hang on. We got to go to the next podcast with that.
Okay, send us a message.
Yeah, stop.
we'll
Seriously.
talk about it.
Because I do want
Nipples.
to do a whole podcast
Hey,
on that.
nipples.
I do too.
Okay,
I
we'll talk about
do.
nipples.
I wanna
Nipples.
be a kiss.
Okay.
You
so,
want to give her a kiss?
wait a minute. I think we need to do a nipple thing right now.
Well, that's
You girls said you're hard all the time. Are you hard right now?
always.
Are you hard right now?
I literally
actually,
am.
I am not.
Only kind
Until
of
this
medium.
goddamn bralette, whatever generic in between
Mines are like,
suggestion of a
mines
bra.
are like semi-hard.
Mine are semi.
Because
Oh
I
wait,
have a
well,
bra.
I just rubbed them, so now they're good.
Well, yeah, if I do that, they're going to be THOs.
I don't know.
Or-
How are my
So
nipples?
THOs, one, you'll hear me say that. That's called titty hard on.
Okay.
Or I will say, ooh, headlights high beam.
Do you know I had somebody come up to my show when I was singing once? I was on stage singing, and she said in the microphone where people could hear him, your headlights are crooked because they're a little crooked.
That happens.
I'm like,
And I
but
was like,
bitch,
oh, well.
I'm on stage.
Mhm.
She said it in the whole audience, and I'm like, well, okay.
Well, you know what,
Obviously, I
actually
didn't
was-
get offended, but
Thank
whatever.
you.
I don't get offended by anything.
No, because first of all,
you know,
fact,
their opinion.
girls, fact.
They're never.
Whatever your predominant arm is, which I'm right-handed, but for
Yeah,
those
one is
left-handed,
always gonna be
one is
higher
always
than
going to be
the
bigger.
other.
One's going to be
Oh,
higher
is
than the
that
other
why?
because
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
We're like,
Think
yeah.
about it. This arm, if you're right-handed,
That
gets
is
more
scary.
This one's
work
more-
out
Mhm.
than the
So,
left.
like-
So the muscle
so,
part
like-
of it is
so, like,
bigger.
with a bra,
So
Danica
do
I'm
doesn't-
gonna go look in the mirror
And
now
this
and do
goes-
this.
Danica doesn't know this.
I don't.
So from our fellow bra wearers,
Oh,
we know that with this one,
Ah.
I have to tighten it up more in order for this.
so
one,
this
which
is
a
what I
little
want to
bit-
know.
Well, I
Look
mean,
at
I
this.
tighten up this
Look
one a
at. I
little
know,
bit.
but look
Thank
at
you.
this.
Yeah,
And
look
look at
they're
this.
heavy now.
Look at this.
they're double D.
Yeah,
We're going to
so-
go into that in a minute.
I went from small
Okay.
C cups, B
Yeah.
cups to double D.
And look
So-
at that stress on your shoulders
know.
when you wear a bra.
Which is why I'm
when
thinking
you
about
don't
having them
wear a
removed.
bra,
We're going to go into a whole different.
you're gonna remove your boobs.
I am thinking of going flat, girls. I have my stepdaughter Courtney. Shout out to you. I have several friends
Okay.
that have, whether it's natural or enhanced, have had them removed, and their stories about how their back, their neck, their
Oh yeah,
personality
Well,
feels
yours are
better.
giant. Mine are not.
I'm right.
She has like the perfect.
And I
cup
thought about going back to
size.
my original B. So I'm all over the
That's
place.
where I was. But
Yeah.
now I'm triple. D.
Now, I'm going to tell you at the time I did this, which was 29, almost 32 months out, it was my 30th birthday gift to myself. I never regret doing that. I don't ever regret having it. But now I'm 54 and I'm in a whole different physical and mental and
Right.
I'm going to give a shout out to my goddaughter that for years she didn't realize that her right was big. Well, I mean, she realized. She realized her right was bigger than her left significantly, but she's
Yeah.
very self-conscious, not thinking anybody else had that issue.
No, but also
Really?
mine's, I have a
Yes.
I have a benign mass inside of the right one, and I found that out with my first child, and it literally grows as my breast grows, so
And the
it
left one
made the
doesn't.
right one significantly heavier and
Hear that, Amber? Say it again. Thank you.
significantly heavier and bigger. So therefore, I sometimes I do need to wear a bra, even though I don't like wearing bras, but I need to because it helps alleviate
The
back
pressure.
pain
Okay.
and the pressure also off of my abdomen because I have really long limbs and a short abdomen. And for some reason,
See, I have a long
my
abdomen.
boobs rest like on my abdomen, and when I'm up like this in a bra, I'm like, oh yes,
Relief.
I can breathe.
Okay.
I can feel. I feel.
Okay.
Let me ask you
So
about
you can do that
self-conscious.
without wires, though. So I'm
No,
gonna.
I cannot wear wires because what it does
Oh.
is
It cuts.
It sits on
Yes,
my,
Okay.
it cuts and it
abdomen,
hurts.
and it cuts.
No wire hangers, no wire
No
bras.
wires. This one
Thank
right
you.
here
Be
is from
serious
Torrid. Shout out to Torrid. They're like the best for big busted women.
Say it again.
Ruby
For
ribbon.
big busted ribbon.
But what's the name?
Torrid.
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 Okay. And
Torrid.
ruby red.
And ruby
Oh,
red.
and ruby red.
Yep.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna have to try it now.
Laura, we're
Ruby-
gonna need to do a
ruby
podcast
ribbon,
with
not
you.
ruby red.
Ruby
I'm so close, but always
ribbon.
not close enough. Okay.
Like,
Sorry,
here,
guys.
here, have another sip.
I know.
But I want to say to her with my goddaughter Amber,
Okay.
I know you have struggled this with your whole life. Hugh has just told you.
Yeah.
You're not different.
No,
You're not different.
You're not alone.
One boob
You're not alone.
can be different. It does make you self-conscious. It doesn't,
Significantly bigger.
and that's where she felt weird.
All right, so
Mine
girls.
is a little bit bigger,
It happens.
but she didn't. Thank you.
Okay, girls.
Girls,
Huge.
one boob may be significantly different.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You're all right.
So, girls,
Yes, ma'am.
we are going on almost 30 minutes.
All right, we gotta
And
cut
we
this
are
shit off
done.
and start a new
We
podcast.
cut this shit off. So, what do you have?
Refills.
One last thing. One last thing. Say about
To our
titties.
guest. Titties, I love them and men love them, so they're necessary. But you know what? The size doesn't matter, and
Okay.
that's how I feel.
Titties are a great source of a nutrient, and you know when
Bless
you're
her.
feeding your baby, and they look good.
All right.
They do.
Titties are
Great.
amazing. God, I love motorboating. I'm like, I am perfect motorboat.
And you know what?
type.
Fiona and Raina's gonna take it all because they got 6 and we got 2, so they win.
No,
The
I
fact that she
am.
said
Oh wait,
that
but I
is
am
insane.
perfect motorboat night. I can walk up to almost any female.
Yeah, she
Hello, my name's Danica.
No.
And any of my friends out there that I'm motorboating. Yeah.
Fun fact.
Okay, fun fact.
Yesterday, when we were at the school picking up.
OMG, I'm laughing my ass
I literally
off.
thought she was gonna motorboat.
Oh!
Because she's literally motorboating height.
Okay, so
She is, yeah.
I
She is.
literally thought she was.
So tomorrow,
So there goes.
so tomorrow when we
Don't
pick up
turn
our
away
kids-
dating shorter men because they are perfect for motorboating.
Yeah. Oh.
I
Oh.
literally
Well, but they
thought-
have to have
Been there,
boobs.
done that.
They have to have boobs.
No,
I want-
I mean, a
Men
guy
that
your
motorboat
height,
you. Oh.
I want to.
and they try harder.
I wanna
Wow.
Say thank you to these ladies for having me.
Of course.
At the 50, bro.
You
I'm
are.
only 41, but I love it.
Hey,
For my girls.
but
Like
you
the
know what?
50 plus
Fantastic.
lots
You're gonna see a
alive.
lot more of Q. Trust me. You're
We're
gonna see a lot more of
thinking
Q.
she needs to
We
join
nishi?
the What the
We
50
should nishi wishi? Are you
Okay, I've had
Japanese?
second class.
Yes.
Or Shiba. We should.
Okay.
Great.
We're growing our What the 50 family. We're
Yeah.
finding pros and cons. And
So put in your comments. I
Dear
think
God,
she
should
needs
we
to
bring
be
her
part of
on
it.
board?
She's gonna do all the things that we don't want to do. She's
Yeah.
gonna take care of her lights, our makeup, our back behind the stage.
Oh, because I'm
And
a
also-
cosmetologist.
She's a cosmetologist and she's brilliant. And she's also gonna keep our asses on track so we don't
Yes.
have to buzz each other as much. So what do you
Oh
think?
God, are you
What do you
sure
guys
you want to
think?
do that, Q?
Yeah.
Let us
Bring it along.
know.
All right.
Yes.
Q,
We love
Let us
you.
know.
We love your
Down.
titties.
double
Right?
nipples up.
Double nipples.
Double nipples up for Q.
Ah.
I love it.
To the end.